Hey gang, welcome to the final episode of Chapter 18 of the Crucible Chronicles, where we are taking yet another deck, another random deck from my collection as a part of Collection Roulette, and we're going to take it out for a spin. But before we get into that game, there's a special treat for y'all today. So I do want to put out a disclaimer. I've been handed a Dark Tidings spoiler. So this is a card that is going to be in the upcoming Dark Tidings expansion or release to KeyForge. Super excited to share it with y'all. However, I'm aware that there are folks, sort of myself included this time around, who are trying not to see spoilers. So just a heads up, we're going to be taking a look at one card primarily, and then a teaser for another card here shortly. But I did want to say, I've actually already recorded the game. And I made sure that I didn't talk in any way about spoilers. So what I should have in the video description below is a link to the timestamps. So there'll be a link to the timestamp to the spoilers, and then if you go to the one that isn't spoilers, the timestamp to the actual gameplay and deck selection, there will be no spoilers in that section. So if you're just here for the gameplay and you don't want any of the spoilers, I wanted to provide that the ability for you to do that. However, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of you who are interested in looking at the spoilers, so we're going to do that now. I will say first things first. So I was actually given two cards to spoil. The first card that was given to me was spoiled. I spoiled over on my Twitch channel. So for those of you who don't know, I used to stream a lot more on Twitch, but now I got two kids, so I stream pretty much just Mondays. And then if I have some time later in the week, I try and do that. So I'm not going to show you that whole card, but what I will show you is the art for that card. And then also in the video description below, I'll put a link. It'll be like a time-stamped link into the VOD. The VOD recording of this past Monday, yesterday's stream, where the whole card was revealed. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. But here, without further ado, is the art for that card. And I just want to say, this card is I've seen a couple of cards that have been spoiled so far, and it might be partial because this is the one that they handed to me, but the art on this card is really good. I mean, seriously, that is super cool. I was like, when they sent it to me, I was just like, what? That looks amazing. I just love the art on this card. And the card itself is really cool. So again, check out the video description below. There'll be a link if you want to kind of follow along and check out some of that stuff on Twitch. Anyways, that is that spoiler, sort of pseudo spoiler. Let's just hop into it though. This is the card. This is the reason you are all here. The card to be spoiled is in fact an artifact. Some had guessed. We did actually show off the art on stream, but here it is. Boom. There we go. Kilgog's Trench. This is, of course, is also of House Unfathomable. I didn't mention that with the art from that other card, but this is of the new house, the house that's rotating in the set, brand new house, relieving Dis. The controlling house of Dis is going to be on the sidelines for a little bit. But probably always in our heart. This is of course Kilgog's Trench, an artifact from the brand new Unfathomable house. It's a location, and it says at the end of your turn, place one depth counter on Kilgog's Trench. I can just hear right now the collective moan, the collective sigh of the community, like, oh, no, another token? Are you kidding me right now? I mean, we just need a generic token for something that isn't. Was this I guess a doom counter goes on an actual creature, so we need something more generic. We need something that's just super generic. I don't know there's the Star Alliance artifact that gets tokens, disruption counters like that. They could all be the same thing, I guess. Well, actually maybe not, now that I think about that, because anyways, more counters, more tokens. That's what everyone wanted, right? Anyways, let me finish this. Place one depth counter on Kilgog's Trench, then destroy each creature with power equal to the number of depth counters on Kilgog's Trench. Kilgog's Trench. I've probably been saying that wrong this whole time. So I think this is a pretty interesting card. I really love. I think my favorite part about this card is just kind of the theme. And I don't exactly know what that is, but it's you got this underwater trench that's just I assume just sucking stuff into it. And practically in the game sense, it's taking creatures from the lowest power to the highest power. So all those like tiny little creatures get sucked in super quick, but then take some more time to get the vacuum rolling to suck those creatures in and destroy them. Anyways, I think this is a pretty cool thematically. It's may like be a contender for the like slowest board wipe possible, because of course at the end of each of your turn you'll place a depth counter on Kilogog's Trench, meaning that each subsequent turn of yours it will then increase. So at the end of the turn that you play it, it'll have 1 depth counter and destroy all creatures that are 1 power. The next of your turns, it will have 2 depth counters and destroy everything of 2 power. So it can't even really be a board wipe, right? Because people could just then play a creature that has 1 power, right? So very interesting, and it's kind of interesting that it's not like equal to or less than that. But I think that is probably more fair. Otherwise, this is just like there will be no creatures. It has like 10 depth charge or depth counters on it, and then every single turn everything dies. But yeah, so this one will be really interesting. I love the art on it. I love the kind of thematic, the flavor of the card, if you will. I have some suspicions of my own in terms of how useful it will be, but I would love for you to let me know in the comments what you think. And like I said, be sure to check out that link in the description to check out the other spoiler that the lovely folks over at FFG sent my way. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little bit lukewarm on Dark Tidings until I've started to see just a handful of the spoilers that have been coming out, and they're pretty interesting. I think Unfathomable is gonna be really fun, a really interesting, different take on kind of the control aspect. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you all for sticking it out this far. Now we're gonna swap on over to deck selection and gameplay for this actual episode of the Crucible Chronicles. So I'd love if you stuck around for that, but I totally understand if you're just here for the spoilers. To be honest, it's the best part, anyways. All right, I'll catch you all later. Thanks. All right, so let us figure out what deck we're gonna be playing today. Go ahead and roll. I realized last time that I can hold this. So sweet. Boom. Deck number 7. Let's see what that does for us. Deck number 7. Oh my goodness. Akira Bolt, Lazarus Gordon, pack leader. Brilliant. So I'm of course familiar with this deck. If you have been hanging out on this channel, if you've been watching videos on this channel, you'll recall that not long ago, actually was it two chapters ago, maybe it was 3. We tried the Chonkers Challenge, which was using this Akira Bolt Lazarus Gordon deck. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to hop right into the game, and I'll talk a little bit more about the deck in the lobby. Sweet goodness, let's do it. Playing against Khan Chamanese Queen. I like it. We got Logos, Mars, Shadows. I will say the previous episodes in this chapter I've been playing casual, but this deck is a little more spicy. So we've swapped over to the competitive playlist for this one. A couple miasmas that could come, that could hurt for sure. Binate Rupture, I don't see the graft though, so we'll see how this works out. Shatterstorm, also not great. Also not great, but we'll make it work. I do love the double wild wormhole though. Our deck, of course, has quite a bit of stuff going on. Where should we start? I kind of like getting the transporter platform down so early, but I also have the Tachyon Pulse, so that could be pretty nice. For sure. How do we want this to work? Could like Resurgence to just draw a card. I don't know. Let's hold on to this. Part of me is thinking like maybe I play the Explorer over, or I could just draw a card off the Resurgence. Let's just draw a card off of Resurgence. There we go. That works out well. I was really hoping to not draw into an Untamed card there. And the nice thing here is we've got some options. A Wild Wormhole to play. Whoa! Wild Wormhole to play Fetch Drones. And then a Lab Work, of course. Perfect. So we'll go Star Alliance. We'll play Tachyon Pulse, Transporter Platform, and then the Explorer over. Oh my goodness, double implosion and the whale and chonkers. Oh my goodness, it's nice. Now one thing that's pretty cool with this deck is we have the Xenofiends. We have 2 Xenofiends with destroyed abilities to steal 1, which is pretty handy. Definitely not sad about that. Now this is sort of interesting. Not exactly what I was hoping. Not exactly what I was hoping to get here. Good whale. Problem is this Market Dis. I was really hoping for like more of a turn from our opponent. But I think what we do is we just play some cards. Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to actually play some cards. Maybe actually hold this Mark of Dis. We'll do that. We'll play another Implosion. Play out the Xenofiend. So I could use the Whale of the Damned. I get to steal 1, and then I get on to check with the Market Dis. Ugh, let's do it. Always be checking. That really wasn't great, but oh, look at that! Jonkers with the double rapid evolution. Take us off check, please. Miasma, hit us with the Miasma. Oh my goodness! It didn't even occur to me that we might be able to pull off a beastly Chonkers this game. Oh darn! Darn. That's okay. We got Untamed. We go ahead and play this Niffle Grounds. Oh, nice. We got the Savage Clash. I mean, I guess we play it, right? Play it, keeping the Knuckles. We'll play out Chonkers. Rapid Evolution. Then Rapid Evolution up to 6. Let the Ghost Hawk capturing 1 out of Chonkers. And we'll call that good. We are up to 3 Ember. We already had a key. Got Pandemonium. We got another Implosion. I didn't actually really talk about this deck all that much. It has the triple Implosion, which is very nice. We have triple Rapid Evolution. Obviously, we just encountered with the Chonkers. Okay, another Umbra hits the board. I'm tempted to go Shadows here. I could also kill, not Shadows. Let's go Dis. The thing is, if I play this Pandemonium, I get 1, then I lose 1. This Implosion, I can steal 1 with the Xenofiend, kill the Umbra. I don't quite get to check, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I think that's all right. Yeah, we'll go Dis. We'll play out the Xenofiend. We'll Implosion the Xenofiend and the Umbra. Then we'll play Pandemonium, which again, just puts an Ember over onto the Knuckles. We generate an Ember and then we lose the Ember. We've got a Waking Nightmare here, Lost in the Woods. We're developing a little bit of a Starlight suite here. I have some cool options here. I have the Transporter platform, so I can either recur a draw, so I can get 2 draws off of the Sensor Chief, or I can get 2 damage off of the Scout P. So we'll have to see what gets played here. One thing about this deck is it generates, it has like quite a bit of Ember. I think it's like 17 Ember pips or something. The Ritual of Togneth sadly has a capture on it. It would have been cool had it had something else, I guess, but we don't have any Gloriana's attendance in this deck, so getting a sweet additional Ember on there is not going to work. All right, I got Mars. Mars coming in hot. Orbital Bombardment. Let's see if they can kill the Chonkers. Let's see. Oh, nice. Destroy them all. Ooh, that's beautiful. I love that card. That is so good. All right. Well, I guess we don't get to recur any of this stuff. That's fine, though. We'll still play Star Alliance here. Also, sadly, we don't generate any Ember. I could just do Lost in the Woods. I feel like getting some stuff on the board is going to be better for us, though. have they took Logos. They're probably due up for a Logos turn, so hopefully that means they'll just be developing their board a little bit. Let's go Starlines here. We'll play the Sensor Chief, drawing into Bonesaw. Teleporter Chief Tink. We'll throw down Scout Pete. Deal damage there. We have a Rapid Evolution. I am sort of thinking about going into Untamed, so I think we maybe just leave that on top of the deck. Or maybe I should discard it because I'm gonna have a sweet board of Starlines, and I have seen already an amount of Untamed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be 8. Starlands, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe it's pretty similar. We'll just keep it on there. That's fine. Let's see what we got. We got the Ritual of Tognath. Got ourselves a Rapid Evolution per what we were expecting. Yeah, you know, in hindsight, I should have done that differently. I don't know. I've played this deck enough times that I should know that with that complement, I should have led with Scout Pete. I could have actually discarded the Rapid Evolution, played the second Scout Pete, saw maybe the Survey was next. I don't know if it was next, but then if that were the case, I could have drawn it with the Sensor Chief, which would have been pretty handy. Nice. Knuckles doing some work. Okay, so the question here is, I think I want to hold them off of key, because that will discourage the Shatterstorm. That will discourage the Shatterstorm. I think so. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go Dis. And I can do that with this Waking Nightmare. So I'll play Dis. We'll actually play this. Oh, interesting. So I could capture one. But Ritual. So this is like a perfect scenario. Like I could play out Bonesaw, and then I could play the Ritual of Tognath to capture one and kill these two. But I think I would prefer the actual Reap off of the Bonesaw. So let's do Ritual of Tognath. We'll just kill both these things. Capture, kill. Play out the Bonesaw. Bonesaw will kill neither of these things. We'll Reap, then play Waking Nightmare to increase the key cost. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We already sadly got rid of our Savage Clash, which I think is the only way in this deck to kill KeyFrog on the turn that KeyFrog is played. So a little bit of a bummer there. I should be able to get onto check though with an Untamed turn after this. The other thing is I could go through these surveys. What do we have left in the deck? I'm just gonna cheat real quick. We do have an Anthony. So some Ember Control, but otherwise, like, I don't know if I'm wanting to like actually draw into any of these things. Like Dark Minion's pretty met in this situation. Lumilu is just not going to get an activation probably. Alright, we see Logos. Let's see what comes of it. Wild Wormhole into Miasma. Now, oh, that is a bummer, actually. That is like a real bummer. That is, in fact, a real bummer. Because now they'll get the Forge and potentially have that Shatterstorm. I think what I need to do is I need to get rid of this Titan mechanic. So let's go Untamed. Yeah, let's go Untamed. Should I just make this Hexpion stacked? I think I'm gonna. We'll Lost in the Woods, Knuckles, and the Titan mechanic. We'll actually make this the beefiest Hexpion ever. And then we'll play out the KeyFrog, ending our turn there. Now again, if they've got that Shatterstorm, that's pretty much sad for us. Pretty much sad. They could have the second Miasma as well to hold us off a key, potentially delay a little bit longer, but it looks like they're going Mars. And they have 2 Ember right now, so they could generate 1 more from Fixed Finger. Actually, you can't recall what is Shatterstorm double or is it triple the Ember? Guess we'll see. Guess we'll see what they select with their Mother Gun. Oh, nice. They're gonna do Mars Needs Ember. Reveals Mars Needs Ember, puts an Ember on it. Reaping with a Fixed Finger, Shatterstorm. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. It's just brutal. Alright, I guess we'll go Star Alliance. We'll survey. We'll discard Lumilu. We'll play out... We could play Stealth Straw on the KeyFrog. Play that on the KeyFrog. Play out the Lyco Alien. Play Survey. Oh. So we have to get rid of Anthony. That's a bummer. Man, I knew that Shatterstorm too. That was such a... That Wild Wormhole into Miasma was perfect. That was exactly what my opponent needed. That's exactly what they needed. Here we go, though. We do have the Ritual. Ritual of Tognath. They're going into Shadows. They got Oubliette. Oubliette my KeyFrog, so that's good. That's a nice play. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Do we want to do the Tachyon Pulse? Kind of like that. Also, although the Implosion would be nice to get rid of this Umbra. And the Ritual Tognath will get me, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 up to check. We'll kill the Lyco Alien. The alternative is I could fight the Umbra, play the Sensor Chief, Tachyon Pulse. I just don't give them these options. I kind of like that as well. Or I could... This sensor, this harvester is sort of annoying too. I think I'm actually gonna go Star Alliance. We'll go Star Alliance. We'll Tachyon Pulse, killing everything. So they just took a. Let's take a quick look at their discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mars, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they played more Mars. I think maybe I'm more worried about the Umbra. More worried about the Umbra getting a steal, right? Because they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've played less Shadows. So I guess we'll fight there. Choose a card to add to hand. We'll add Transporter Platform to hand. Choose a card to move to the bottom of the deck. We'll put Chonkers to the bottom of the deck. Actually, what happens to the last one? Yeah, the last one goes on top. So then what we can do is we can play the Sensor Chief to draw Scout Pete. We'll play the Transporter Platform. We'll play out Scout Pete. We got Pandemonium. Not really sure. Oh, we got this Dark Minion though. Let's leave that on top of the deck. Leave that on top of the deck. So that's pretty cool. We have this Implosion. Cool synergy there. Implosion with the Dark Minion. So I can Implosion the Dark Minion to throw a bunch of damage across the board. And then this Pandemonium is effective. Is effective. Oh my goodness. Is there another Mars Needs Ember? Double Mars Needs Ember. Brutal. Okay, well then. That ruins our plan, doesn't it? Doesn't it now? Okay, we'll go with this. Or maybe I should have done it. That's fine. We'll stick with the plan. We'll Implosion explosion there and kill the fixed finger, I think. He'll also bring back our bone saw, who sadly has a damage. Play Pandemonium. Should bone saw probably just fight? Play Pandemonium doesn't do anything there. We will get a capture. I think I kind of want to fight this harvester. That's fine. And then we'll Ritual of Tognath, killing Bonesaw, and I guess this Scout Pete. Oh, I captured. Oh, that was silly. I swear I do that every single time with the to do that every single time with that ritual. Oh, nice. Looks like they got it. GG. GG. Wow, what a comeback. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Shatterstorm totally won the game for him. Sadly, we just picked up this Xenofiend. We'll go Star Alliance here. Doesn't actually do anything. Oh, this is Lyco Alien. Oh, I could have done something. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well, we'll just go ahead and give that a concession. Well played to our opponent. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. So I think that wild wormhole into Miasma really lost the game for us. And, well, I mean, the follow-up really with the Shatterstorm, deleting 14 or whatever Ember we had, but really the setup with the wild wormhole into Miasma set that up, because otherwise we basically we'd have had our second key, we'd have only lost 6 or 7 Ember, but here you have it. Couldn't even manage to get that second key to recover from that Shatterstorm. But hey, great game. Thank you all for checking out this video. I hope the spoilers in the earlier half of the video were interesting, and I hope you all are getting more excited for Dark Tidings, because I know I certainly am. I will catch you all in the next video. So long.